Alright guys, today we are learning to solve linear equations, and at the end of the lesson you are expected to be able to apply inverse operation to solve linear equation and remove brackets by expanding or multiplying the term before it with each of the terms inside the brackets. So next up, we're going to look at keywords to remember. So the first one is equation. Okay. So this word is not new to everyone, but as a refresher, we're going to look at the meaning. So the equation is a mathematical statement where a letter, and it's usually x, is used to represent an unknown value, and there are two sides of the equation, the left and the right, and these two sides are separated by the equal sign. So the next one would be, what does it mean to solve an equation? So it means to find the value of the letter in the equation. And we're going to apply the inverse operation to solve the equation. And what is an inverse operation? It means the opposite operation. Okay, and we have the list there. So inverse of addition is subtraction. Inverse of subtraction is addition. The inverse of multiplication is division. Inverse of division is multiplication. Okay, and the next one is the brackets. So brackets is the sign of multiplication, and to remove it, we multiply the term before the bracket with each of the terms inside the brackets. Okay, so we have to remember these keywords. Alright, so now let's look at work example number 1. So work example number 1, solving linear equation with one variable. Okay, let's look at that. So 2x plus 6 equals 26. Okay. So in an equation, we need to separate the known value, which is the 6, with the one with the unknown value. And we can do that by the opposite operation. Okay, so now we have here a minus 6 and a minus 6. So we have to, whatever we do on one side of the equation, we do it on the other side as well, so that we are not changing the original value of the equation. So it is balanced. So you have that. To get rid of the 6, we have to use the opposite or the inverse operation. Okay, so with that, what would be the results? We're going to have 2x equals 20. So plus 6 and minus 6 will give us 0, and 26 take away 6 is 20. Now there is still one number there that we need to get rid of, so that x will be on the left side and a number on the other side. So let's go and apply the opposite. So multiplication here, we're going to divide. Divide by 2 and divide by 2. Okay, so what do we get there? So 2x divided by 2, we're going to have 1x or just x. And 20 divided by 2 is 10. So now we have solved the equation because we now know the value of the variable, which is x. Okay, let's go to worked example number 2. So you have that. the unknowns are found on both sides of the equation. Okay, so you have that. So the unknowns are found on both sides. So you have x here, and then you have also x on the other side of the equation, which is that there. Okay, so you have this, right, so where is it? This one. Okay, so what are we going to do? Now, we can remove this x first on that right side. We want the unknown to be on the left, so we can apply the opposite here. So this is a plus. So now we go, you have minus x and minus x. Now the reason why I wrote the negative x under this 5x is because it's easier for us to simplify later on. Okay, so now we've done that, we're going to get the results. So 5x and then negative, this one is 1x. So we're going to have 4x and then a minus 6 here and a minus 10 there. This one here will give us 0, so it's gone. Okay, so next up, we're going to get rid of these negative 6 on the left side of the equation. So we're going to use a positive 6. So we have plus 6 and plus 6. Okay, so let's look at the results. So you have, this one will give you 0. Okay, so this will be 4x will remain, and then this one, negative 10 and positive 6, we need to subtract them because they are different signs. So we now have the resulting equation as 4x minus 4. Okay, so this 4 here needs to be removed as well. So we're going to get rid of that by applying the opposite operation. The operation here is multiplication. So we're going to apply divide. Okay, so divided by 4 and divided by 4. Resulting would be 4 divided by 4 is 1. So, or that is x. And then this negative 4 divided by 4 is negative 1. Therefore, the result is x equal to negative 1. Okay? So, you can see here how the inverse operation is applied. Alright, let's look at the next example. Right? So, you have here brackets. So, this is a different one. Brackets, and there are two variables. Variables are on both sides. Okay, so you have that. That's the bracket there. Bracket and then bracket. Okay, as we said earlier in the keywords, the words to remember, when we have brackets, it means multiply, or we need to expand it. And if we want to expand this and remove the brackets, we have to multiply the term before it with each of the terms inside the brackets. So we will go this multiplied with that and that. Okay, so we have here 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, so you have that one there, expand the brackets, and so you have 3x here plus 6 equals, this one would be the same. Okay, now again there is x here. Okay, we need to remove that on the right side, and then the 6 will be removed on the left side because we want the known parts of the equation to be on the right, and the one with x should be on the left. So you can do either way which one you want to get rid of first, 6 or x. Okay, it doesn't matter. So in this case, we want to remove the x on the right side. So we're going to use the opposite operation or inverse operation, negative x. Okay, and we have a negative x as well on the left side. So what's the resulting? So 3x minus 1x, because they're opposite signs, we need to subtract them. 3 take 1 is 2x, and then this will remain, and then that one will be 0, and then 18. So the resulting equation would be that. Now next we're going to remove the 6 on this side. Okay, we want to get rid of that on that side. So we're going to use the opposite operation of plus 6 here. We're going to use negative 6. So you will have negative 6 and negative 6. Okay, so this one would be 0. 6, positive 6, and negative 6 will give you 0. And 18 and negative 6 you need to subtract, so that is going to be 12. So the resulting equation now would be 2x equals 12. Now another number for us to get rid of. So what shall we do with this? This is multiply. We need to use divide. So you hit divide by 2 and divide by 2. So the result would be x equal to 6. Alright? So that's how we solve equations. Alright. Now we come to the next one. Brackets and variables on both sides. So we'll see what kind it is. Alright. So there are 2 pairs of brackets. Okay? So first up here, we need to expand this left side, and we need to expand also the right side. Okay, so we go multiply this way and then that, and you have this one with the other number there. Okay, so this will give us 6x and negative 12, and then 4x negative 6. Okay, so that's the result. So let's see. Okay, so you have expand the brackets, so you have 6x negative 12 and 4x negative 6. All right, so again you have to remove those terms that are not supposed to be on the side. Like say this one here does not belong on the left. This does not belong on the right. So we have to remove this on the right side. We have to remove that also from the left side. Okay, so we need to use the opposite operation of this. So that's going to be a negative 4. So negative 4x. So negative 4x and negative 4x. Okay, so you have that. And so we are going to, this will give you 2x, this will remain, and that one would be 0, and that will remain. So the result would be 2x negative 12 is equal to 6. Okay, so next we need to remove these from the left side of the equation. So we're going to use the opposite or inverse operation, which is plus. So plus 12 and plus 12. Okay, so this one will disappear. It will be equal to 0. Okay, this will be the same, and that one we need to subtract. So you have here 2x is equal to 6. Now one more, we need to get rid of the 2 on this side of the equation, and that one we need to do the inverse, which is divide. So we divide it by 2 and divide that one by 2. So result would be 2 divided by 2 is 1x or just x. So x is equal to 3. Now we have solved the equation. Okay? So, now we're going to do the activity. So you're going to try those problems. Okay? So I'm going to give you time to do this, and of course, yeah, you stop the video for now, and after you're done you can play it again to get the answers to the equations. Okay, so you have there, pause the video to give time to work on the problems, and then you will resume the video to see the solutions, and you have the solutions after that. Alright, that is all for today in this video. Thank you for watching.